So this is Wasteland. It's just directly north of a swamp. You can sort of see a bit of a desert there. It's just off the map. And this is where I basically go to collect sand, fight with bosses, and sometimes I do both at the same time. Anyway, that's where I versed the first Wither boss in episode 20. In episode 26, that was the one, the Wither Star. I used this one to make the beacon for my own base. And in episode 26, which was supposed to be the community Wither boss fight, I took it on solo once again and spawned it here, as you can see. And it wreaked havoc. You can see a few pit holes every here and there. And that was episode 26. And I reckon episode 26 for the boss was much better, because that one I just spawned him inside that little mound. I cleared out the top with my shovel. That wasn't with her. But I spawned him inside him, and right just before he died, he managed to get outside. But he didn't do that much. The song you're listening to is the Ruby and Sapphire surf theme song. I play it every time I've been in a boat. In fact, this is the first time I play it in a long time. Anyway, up here we are coming up to an old project of mine. I started this back in 1.7, and you may have noticed by now, but on my map is actually where I am. If you go back to one of the other points with a map, you can see that there's actually a black speck. That is Mobcatraz. And it's been a huge project for me. It was going to be really awesome if I ever did it. The majority of the obsidian here was actually just placed with lava buckets. And as you can see from the amount of it, I mean, it may not look like much, but this was actually a lot of obsidian for me. And I didn't have a good diamond pick for collecting it, didn't have haste 2 when I started it. So I've decided that I'm not going to continue this, because it is going to be, well, I want it to be much bigger than this in the end. I should probably explain what Mobcatraz even is. Mobcatraz is, it was going to be a place where I tried to collect every single mob and put them in cells just like this one, and this one was complete. This is where I would have kept like a zombie or something, and I would have made some way that they couldn't despawn, either name tags or just give them items. And yeah, I decided not to because the resources, and another reason is another YouTuber, Etho, he in a single player world, he said at one end of one of his videos that he was thinking of doing a zoo in the end in his world, where he'd try and collect all mobs. And I want to do things which other people have. I mean, yes, I have thought of it. Like, I've had this idea since 1.5. I'm not sure how long he's had his idea for, but I mean, I took too late to talk about it, and I wouldn't want to continue with the same materials. Like I said, it was Spoon in 1.5, and since then we've had coal blocks, which I'd rather use than obsidian because it looks better, and we have blue stained clay, which would look much better than the blue wool. So I'm probably going to rip this down in the next few days, I guess. So now we're in the Nether. That portal is actually mine, and these are the tunnels which go through the Nether to pretty much everyone's portal. The majority of these tunnels took about 3 solid days to build, so yeah, it was very time consuming, and I was the only one working on it. But anyway, so like I said, that's my portal. There's a sign here which says so. Up there's JMO's house, and over to the right, which actually is south according to this, which I was actually surprised. I thought this would be east. But anyway, there's actually a jungle portal down there, but I haven't been down there since episode 18. Reason is, it's really far away. I really don't want to build a tunnel down to a place of low visit, so I'm just going to leave this tunnel as it is. I mean, standing here, it looks like it's complete. It just goes off into the darkness, or the red. But yeah, something which I don't think I'll finish. Anyway, down here we have JMHGP's portal, and as you can see there's a theme ring. of purple, or no, blue stained clay, which looks purple. And so pretty much every portal room which I built this one for him, has a theme ring. As we go over to mine, you might think that's slime and clay, but I actually changed it in between episode 30 and 31 to slime blocks with stone brick behind them. Can I get you? Yeah. So, because they're transparent, that's why I had to put a block behind them. That wasn't no rug, otherwise it would look weird. And if we go down this way, I'm used to pressing enter while I go check like emails or something while I go on this ride. That's why I pressed enter. Okay, so I spelled that wrong. It's really bugging me now, but I'll fix it later. The closest portal is actually the random skelly dungeon, which we found not too long ago. I basically placed the portal right here, went through it, and I went into a brand new skelly dungeon which was unexplored, so that was really cool to find. I've seen it once in a YouTube video back in beta days, but that was beta days. Anyway, there's also the stronghold portal with an endstone theme here, so that's pretty cool, and that should also be endstone as well, now that I think of it. So yeah, that leads to the stronghold. We'll go there in a bit. Where's my... Oh, I'm sorry, Airofoil, I stole your cap. It had respiration and he was throwing stuff into the water and I had to go fetch it before, like his lapdog, I guess. Which is rather ironic, because he's the one who acts very childish, not me. Then again, he was throwing the flesh into water. The nom-noms. Speaking of Airofoil, this tunnel leads down to his stranded island home. No idea why he decided to spawn, build on such a tiny island, but he did. And as you can see, I've started doing something, but I ran out of stone, so I couldn't finish it off. This portal leads straight back to spawn, and this ladder goes up to where this portal used to be, because when we went through the portal at spawn, it actually spawned up there. This portal was up there, and as you can see, there's like a cobblestone thing where lava used to drip down right down here. Also, something I should tell you about this world is that when we started, I put in place a few rules. One rule was no going beyond the plains and swamp, which is spawn and farmland. And the reason was we didn't want to generate new terrain, which would have horses in them. And the other rule was no going to Nether until 1.6, because Nether Quartz was introduced in 1.6. So all of this, and there's a bit which is 1.7, but all of this other than that is 1.6 generate terrain. So yeah, that's farmland portal. This is the Nether smelter, which you just grab buckets of lava down there. I just heard picking up an item. You just pick up buckets of lava and put in the furnaces. That portal then leads off to Bentley's house, and over this way. I haven't publicly said it in an episode, but I might as well, now that I've got new plans for this thing. But over here, this will take us to the stronghold, the closest one, but on the way, you can see that there's actually a portal over there. Oh, I don't want to go in that lava. This portal leads to probably one of my oldest projects in this world. Still not finished. Mobcatrez. Mobcatrez. I really wish it had happened, but it was too resource thirsty. 1.7 terrain. And also the Christmas special builds. Spotter!
Really?
Yep, really. I expected further, but how much health?
No, I only just decreased like 4 stars. It's recovering.
Stars or hearts?
Heart, I meant.
Stars. Okay, yeah, if you were watching a few episodes ago, I think 27, was that the one where I did a tour of your house? Either way, Tab decided to burn it down. Yeah, he's now banned. So, I mean, that's the second time grieving. Also, this river is man-made. Airofoil's working on that. And Airofoil actually made the whole house for Bentley, so yeah, we got to decide when and how we're going to rebuild it. And up here, Bentley's currently living in this temporary house, which is very stronghold theme, minus the chiseled stone brick button door. And so, as you can see, it's got the stone slab thing which they got in strongholds with his bed in the middle. He's got a lot of chests, burners, crafting table, and then enchanted book on the back wall, which he should probably look at.
Oh. Of course.
Yeah. Basically, what happened was we were building the house together. I was trying to help him build the house, and it turned out good. We needed a roofo. And basically, I decided to run back to my base and grabbed a whole bunch of house party gifts and free fireworks. And the first one was that diamond pick, which I enchanted in episode 30, and I maxed out its efficiency. So it's got efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, silk touch 1. I guess that's still in your inventory, isn't it?
Which one? 5? Which one?
The diamond pick, which I gave you.
Yes, that still is, yeah.
Yeah, and then there was a iron shovel with efficiency 1, which was number 2, and then a saddle, which was number 3. And also we'll need to sleep here. So get into bed. And this is where we are on the map. Don't mind the chat, that was just us messing around. Ah, you picked my bed. Give me back my bed.
What? Oh, did I take it away? Right.
Yeah, you picked it up. Okay. Now let's head over to the horse graveyard. So this is the horse graveyard, which is within view of Bentley's burnt down house, as you can see loading in there. Yeah, it was horrifying. I was walking past him and I just turned around. I had 9 rounder at the time, so I could perfectly see it. And I saw it loading in, lava and water everywhere. Yeah. Only me and Tab were on at times, so it was him, yeah. And anyway, so this is the horse graveyard. Where we bury all our horses. Currently, or horses and donkeys and mules. Currently, 5 of them are actually mine. 1 of them is Airofoil's. So here we got the first one, Dasher, who's my horse. He was lost in the extreme hills and is probably dead. He was lost around episode 8 or 9, I believe. And basically, I was riding off to Jamo's house, and I dismounted to get inside his house and walk in, and then he was gone and I never saw him again. And there was also a place where he could have drowned really close by. So next was the Iron Horse, which I never actually named, but he always wore iron armor. And he was pushed off a hill by a Tabas. Yeah. Basically, he hit the horse with an iron sword, oh, I nearly hit you there. And, yeah, we both fell off, and he died, I just survived, and I ran off. And then we have Light, who was going to be an epic horse. He was never in a video, but I went off to Outpost 17, I believe. I won't show those outposts, but get out of here. But yeah, he was a white horse and was extremely fast, but yeah, he just randomly died. He suffocated in a dirt fence when I was going exploring 1.7 terrain. Oh wait, yeah, I think I was. Anyway, there's Airofoil's horse, Commander Arius, and basically he was wearing diamond armor and was tied up at spawn and then disappeared one day, so no one knows what happened to him, but we can't find him. Then there's Mule Kick, which was my first mule, and Tab stole him and was blown up, so Tab's done a lot of bad stuff here.
Seriously, he's a criminal on this server.
Oh, speaking of more Tab bad stuff, we have the final horse, Lucky, who, reason he was called Lucky is because he survived Tabas's blade. Yeah, one time I was just taking Tab to find a horse, and out of his sheep, and he decided to drink an invisibility potion and try and kill my horse. He survived with 3 hearts, and Survived for a very long time after that, but in episode 26, when I decided to take a wither with a horse, he wasn't so lucky and died. So that's the horses. And before we had the nether, this used to be a route which I commonly took to get to mine and Traunce's house. You gonna follow?
Yeah, I know. For some reason it glitched, but never mind.
Okay. Also, I got this iron sword from a zombie drop. If you're wondering how I got it in between the two cuts. So around here I cleared a path where there's no trees. Yep, right here. You following? Yeah. And so we go through here. Okay, you see where that little water pool is right there? There used to be a chicken farm right here on stilts. It was pretty cool, and basically there was chickens and there was water, and there was a sign under the water, just a single sign, all the water was flowing to where the sign was, and they'd all pile up there, all the eggs would fall down into the hopper, and it was a chicken farm basically. One time me and Airofoil decided to have a race with our horses. We ran past here and he got within range of a chicken farm, and because there was so many chickens there, he lagged out and crashed, and I had to kill all the chickens. I got from level 0 to 30 and tons of raw chicken and feathers from that, so that was cool. There we got one sheep farm, and we have another sheep farm over this way, right there, purple sheep. But we're not heading that way, Bentley.
Alright.
We're heading over there to Traunce's house now. So on the map we are now here. Put my flesh on the hotbar. Nom noms. Not flesh. They're nom noms. It's a 1.8 bug. They renamed flesh. It's supposed to be nom noms, but they got it wrong, okay? So there's Traunce's horse and donkey. One time I actually found nearly a stack of diamond blocks in the donkey, and he obviously cheated. He hadn't been on long enough to get a stack of diamond blocks. Not even I have a stack of diamond blocks. There's a zombie farm here. We should go up here and sleep. There's a bed up here somewhere.
Okay.
So this is what his house looks like. I gave him I sold him some stuff from Memphis Bow Shop once, so that's why there's a chest here, which he's decided to refill with his own stuff. So let's, where can I sleep? You get in that bed over there. I'll go upstairs and sleep here. As you can see, it's not really finished, but he comes on rarely, so I guess. Also, some pretty cool feature I decided to put in here for him. For some reason, don't touch. For some reason, he's got this fence gate here for no apparent reason, so I decided to put a bouncy block underneath it so you wouldn't take full damage. Okay, moving on.
Yep.
So we go over this hill. Wow. Bentley's budgies chirp like mad. This was a 1.8 tiger biome, but at 1.7 it became a non-snowy tiger biome.
Ooh, Airofoil joined.
Yeah. So this used to be snowy and there used to be trees everywhere, but I started deforesting and cleaning up. I have a beacon here too. I got the beacon here in episode 20, and I got the beacon at spawn at episode 26. And episode 1 through 20 was actually, I actually didn't have a mic, so it was really horrible listening to it. But here we have Pole Vault, my second named horse. Dasher was the first. Then we got a random horse who is just random. Then we got the guest horse, which is actually JMO HTPs. And then there's Jump Scares 1, and then there's Mule Kick 2.0. Okay, and also the reason Pole Vault is called Pole Vault, let's get you out of here. So, let's try and find a place. Watch this.
Huh.
He's a 5-block jumper. Okay. And it's not complete, you can still spawn well, you can still get dismount around here. But let's get inside the house now.